Chairman, I just heard a couple of very interesting arguments. I want to make sure that I'm clear on those arguments. Mr. Connolly, you're happy to rebut. Oversight's important, billions of dollars being spent. Just don't do oversight on it now. Am I understanding that argument correctly?
Well, not in the context that follows. I don't want to support any more aid to Ukraine.
I think I quoted you, though. Oversight's important, just not now.
In that context.
So this can't be the direction of Congress. That argument is shoot first, ask questions later. Shoot first with the American taxpayer, billions of dollars, ask questions later.
Alrighty then.
It's very akin to what happened in Afghanistan with the withdrawal. Think about withdrawing from Afghanistan. Don't plan or ask any questions about pulling out billions of dollars of equipment and in turn create the most well-equipped terrorist organization in the history of the world. That's what happens when you shoot first and ask questions later. Our job is oversight. And the other argument that was made here about this bill was, I don't like Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, so don't advance this piece of legislation about oversight. I don't like her for these reasons, personal attacks. I don't mind personal attacks. I think we're all individuals, and I don't mind getting in people's business, and I don't mind people getting in my business.
Please inform him that I do not care to drink with him or any other Russian son of a bitch.
That's the nature. Our personalities have to do with how we vote and how we think on things, so I actually appreciate that part of it, but that's the argument being made. I don't like Marjorie Taylor Greene, so don't move the legislation that she has to ask for the documents, it says it specifically right here, related to the appropriations that Congress has sent to the executive branch. I can't think of any reason, personally, why we as Congress that sent the executive branch dollars, some of us voted on it, some of us didn't, but we are responsible for the taxpayers' dollars, would not want that oversight right now. There is stuff behind this, 100%, Mr. Connolly. You said that you know what's behind this. What's behind this? Be perfectly transparent for me. I don't trust the administration. That's behind this. I don't trust what they've done with dollars in various agencies. That's what's behind this. I don't trust their tactics, their planning, their strategy. That's what's behind this. And I absolutely want to see right now, before any more money is spent on this, what is going on there? What is their train of thought? How have they planned things out or not planned things out? Because they don't have a good history of demonstrating that they do plan things out appropriately. Not to entirely rehash Afghanistan, which is what I just went over. But if you want to have further dialogue on this, I'm happy to. You're looking at me like you got a few more comments.
So, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Would you suspend any arms shipments or payments to the Ukrainians during this audit that this so-called simple ROI would entail?
It's not the request of this particular piece of legislation to suspend anything. It is that within 14 days of the passage of this, that these documents related to any appropriations by the House of Representatives to the executive branch be sent over here so that we can review this and do our oversight.
No, but
doing our oversight should absolutely, in answer to your question, and I'll certainly leave you time to respond. I like the dialogue. Doing oversight should absolutely have bearing on what we do forward. If we do oversight and we come up with, damn, something really wrong is going on here, then it's responsible for us to respond to that accurately to the American people.
I would just say it's a little confusing understanding your argument, Mr. Mass, because on the one hand you say I don't trust the administration and that's why we need this. I don't trust them about anything. I don't trust them in Afghanistan. I don't trust them in Ukraine, and I want to see everything.
No matter what their cost, 2, 10, 12, 15. Oops, stepping on it's black. Anyway, he's a grown man. He is the smartest man I know. I mean, in pure intellectual capacity.
And the implication is, before we proceed with any more aid, in the middle of a war, I think that's a dubious proposition, and I simply wanted to ask you, would you hold up aid
Potentially.
as part of this?
Yes.
Potentially.
Potentially.
Okay.
Again, this is the nature of oversight. If what comes back and us doing oversight says, man, the administration is really screwing this up, not paying attention to this, no tactics, no strategy, this, yeah, that should have bearing on what Congress does with appropriations. That is the nature of oversight and reviewing documents.
Mr. Mass,
My time is up.
That's
Gentleman's time has
that's
expired.
not the nature of oversight in the middle of a war.
Gentleman's time has expired. And I recognize Representative David Cicilline.
Have you noticed that as everything around you seems to decline, one thing still grows? It is the power of your rulers. None of their plans and directives have solved your problems or made your life better. The only result has been their increased control over you at the cost of your freedom. Do you know why? You gave them the power.